If you're looking for the biggest political stories of the week, the Bite-Sized Political Podcast has you covered. I'm your host, John Coro, bringing you the key headlines, what they mean, and why they matter. Without further ado, let's dive in. The United States launched another round of airstrikes against targets in Iran as fighting between the two countries continued to escalate. The Pentagon also confirmed the deaths of additional U.S. service members, bringing the total number killed in the conflict to 17. President Trump said the strikes were carried out in response to recent Iranian attacks on American forces. The ongoing conflict has increased tensions across the Middle East and raised concerns about global energy supplies and regional stability. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed legislation that would make daylight saving time permanent nationwide. Supporters argue the change would eliminate the unpopular twice-yearly clock changes and provide more daylight during evening hours. Opponents worry that winter sunrises would occur much later, potentially forcing millions of students and workers to begin their days in darkness. The bill now faces an uncertain future in the Senate. The Third U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that New Jersey's ban on certain semi-automatic rifles and magazines holding more than 10 rounds violates the Second Amendment. The decision expands upon a previous lower court ruling and represents a major challenge to some of the state's long-standing gun restrictions. State officials strongly criticize the ruling and are considering additional legal options. The case could eventually influence future Supreme Court decisions on firearm regulations nationwide. Social media personalities Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested in Miami following a request from British authorities. Prosecutors in the United Kingdom announced dozens of additional charges, including allegations involving sexual assault, human trafficking, and exploitation. The brothers have denied all wrongdoing and continue to face separate legal proceedings in Romania. Their arrest marks the latest development in a series of high-profile international investigations involving the pair. Authorities in West Hollywood are warning residents about opportunistic criminals targeting areas affected by a massive water main break. Sheriff's deputies have increased patrols and surveillance efforts to prevent burglaries and scams aimed at flood victims. Officials also warned residents about unauthorized tow truck operators and fraudulent contractors offering suspicious repair services. The flooding caused extensive property damage and renewed concerns about aging infrastructure in the Los Angeles area. A Legionnaire's disease outbreak on Manhattan's Upper East Side has resulted in at least 5 deaths and more than 80 confirmed cases. Health officials say the bacteria likely originated from contaminated cooling towers and have launched an extensive testing and cleaning effort. Residents in affected neighborhoods are being advised to seek medical attention if they experience flu-like symptoms. Officials stress that the city's drinking water remains safe and that the disease is not typically spread person to person. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers will now be required to use body cameras during vehicle stops. The policy follows several high-profile incidents involving ICE enforcement actions and use of force investigations. Supporters of the requirement say body cameras increase transparency and provide evidence of what occurs during encounters. Officials say the program will continue expanding as additional funding becomes available. That's all for this week's episode of the Bite-Sized Political Podcast. Be sure to stay tuned for each episode on YouTube and share it with someone who wants to stay informed about the political landscape of the world. Until then, I've been John Coro.